There are over 240 million vehicles on the road today, and 1 out of 5 needs a new serpentine belt. Today's engines are very sophisticated, so it's important to know if critical parts need to be replaced. If undetected, a worn serpentine belt can adversely affect vehicle performance and possibly even damage other engine components. These risks can easily be avoided by checking the belt for wear. Since the late 1990s, auto manufacturers have phased out the use of belts made of neoprene and have installed longer-lasting and better-performing EPDM belts on new models. EPDM is a far more resilient material and doesn't exhibit the same signs of wear as neoprene. This short presentation will help you accurately diagnose EPDM belt wear and show you how to evaluate these belts for replacement. There are significant differences in the way these two types of belts show signs of wear. Neoprene belts tend to crack and lose chunks of rib material, and it is usually quite evident that they're at the end of their service life. When EPDM belts age, however, the evidence of wear is much less obvious, unless some other components of the accessory drive system have failed or are misaligned. As an EPDM belt wears out, it loses rubber material, much in the same way as a tire, and mostly on the sides of the belt ribs. As the belt ages, the rib valleys gradually become wider while the rib height remains the same. When the ribs have lost between 5 and 10% of their original material, traction between the pulley and the belt is significantly reduced. If enough material loss occurs, the pulleys will bottom out in the belt valleys, resulting in slip, noise, or hydroplaning. A serpentine belt that is worn past its service life can negatively affect the performance of other accessory drive components. In some cases, a worn belt can damage or destroy other parts, such as alternator or compressor bearings, the belt tensioner, or the water pump. Certain ABDS performance symptoms may also indicate that the serpentine belt needs to be replaced. Be sure to note whether any of these symptoms are present when you evaluate the serpentine belt. Belt slip can reduce the performance of other accessory drive components and can cause excessive heat, which can damage bearings and other equipment. If water cannot be channeled away between a pulley and a worn belt, hydroplaning will reduce the transmission of power within the system. Material loss can also change the effective length of the belt, moving the tensioner beyond its take-up range. When this occurs, accessory performance is reduced. If uneven rib wear is detected, this may indicate pulley misalignment or failure of the internal components of the tensioner. The resulting noise, vibration, and increased heat can cause other components to fail. To make diagnosis easier, Gates has developed a simple belt wear gauge that will help you determine if a belt is past its service life. The gauge is easy to use and it's free from your Gates representative or from gatesbeltwear.com. This simple gauge will help you determine the degree of wear on any multi-ribbed belt, whether on or off the engine. Here's how it works. If the belt is off the engine, place it on a flat surface, ribs up. Insert the gauge pin into one of the rib valleys. If the belt is good, the gauge pin will sit higher than the ribs. You can confirm this visually or with a fingertip. If the belt is still installed on the engine, locate a straight section of the belt. Insert one finger into the hole in the gauge and reach under the belt to insert the pin into one of the valleys. Use another finger to check the height of the gauge in the belt. Check all of the valleys on the belt. If the readings are inconsistent, this indicates pulley misalignment or other problems in the accessory drive system. The results from the belt wear gauge indicate an approximation of the material loss from the belt, which should be taken into consideration with other factors such as mileage, operating environment, and the condition of other components. The free belt wear gauge from Gates is an easy way to make sure that engine performance is not reduced by a worn serpentine belt. Contact your Gates representative or visit gatesbeltwear.com and order yours today. For over 100 years, Gates innovations have helped people around the world get better performance and increased longevity from their motor vehicles. You can count on Gates to continue this tradition and bring you exciting new products and technological improvements well into the future.